Hello and welcome to IABM TV. I'm joined today by Aziz Musa, the CEO of Forscene. Now Aziz, we're going to talk about a recent award that Forscene won at the MOMAs. Can you tell us what the award was and what the product was for?
Sure. So we won an award for the redesign of our interface and also for our management user interface. I mean, it was, you'd expect to be winning awards for super high-end, super innovative solutions, and actually what we really did is we made our customers' lives significantly easier just by making our products really beautiful, really slick, improving the workflows. Saving a single second doesn't seem like a lot, but if that's a task that's being done 100 times a day by 100 different people, it can be very profound, and the judges recognise that, and that's how we won the award.
So by winning the award, what did that do for both Forscene and the product?
I think that firstly, winning awards generally is a great morale boost within the company, so as an internal thing. But you immediately get exposure that you wouldn't necessarily get. So a lot of the effort that you've put into your outbound marketing becomes inbound marketing. You're getting contacts from people that you've been trying to reach out to for months or years, and suddenly they're calling you because they've seen news of the award, or better still, they were at the award ceremony. So it's certainly helped in terms of growing our pipeline. It's certainly helped in terms of adding credibility to our offering and allowing us to close deals at a faster rate.
So some people would maybe say the time and effort required to enter an award, fill in the application form and everything, isn't worth their time, but you would say it's completely worth it?
Well, I think you've got to take a balance between, firstly, what awards are you entering and what's the likelihood of you winning, and secondly, you've got to balance that time and not look at it as dead time, but look at it as marketing time. I mean, how much time are companies wasting doing failed marketing? If you compare it against how much it takes to set up a CRM campaign to 10,000 people that you've never spoken to versus just filling out an award and hitting 10 people who are actually going to buy your solution, then it's not really much of a comparison. So I can understand the argument of it takes time. What I would recommend is don't bother entering awards if you're not going to give it some effort and if you're not going to actually fill in the application properly. But I absolutely recommend entering awards because I think it's an important part of the marketing mix. I think that's the challenge. A lot of people tend to see awards as a vanity prospect as opposed to what it really is. It's about driving awareness of your brand and awareness of the solutions that you're building. So it's like any other element of the marketing mix. It's something to be considered, paid for, and have time spent on it.
So we at IABM, we found recently that marketing and sales we're starting to put a lot more streams on relating to them. We're starting to find that people are craving to hear more about sales and marketing, and it's always been that the two will never really meet properly. There's always been friction in sales and marketing, but how important do you think it is that your both sales and marketing team are working together?
Well, it's critical. I think that I always go back to Peter Drucker saying that the only job of marketing is to make sales redundant, and that's absolutely true. There is no differentiation between marketing and sales. They are in fact different parts of the same continuum. It is the job of marketing to generate awareness and to allow people to consider your product, to allow them to evaluate your product, and it's the job of sales to be able to take those prospects and close them and then manage them beyond that point. It's all the same process. I never really understood this differentiation between sales and marketing. But I'm completely aware that it exists, and I guess that only helps us because we've only ever had a joint sales marketing function. We just call it the commercial function because that's what it is. It's about driving the commerciality of the business.
So presumably for a product such as Forscene, it was very important when you first came out and you were such a new and revolutionary product and you were going up against the kind of established brands of editing software and things, that you had that marketing mix completely right, presumably coming to shows and...
Yeah, not just when we launched, actually, probably even still today. It's really important that we get our messaging right. I think that the challenge has changed slightly. I think that the industry's moved away from if I would say, a fear of the cloud to an adoption of the cloud mentality, and now it's about positioning ourselves appropriately in that mix. But yeah, you've always got to have your messaging perfectly tight across your sales and marketing functions. You've got to choose the right tools for the industry. IBC is really important for that. Joining affiliations like the IABM, really important. Being seen in the right places, being affiliated with the right businesses and talking to the right people is always an important part of the marketing mix.
Okay, Aziz, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So if you want to find out more about the Forscene's winning product, then just go to forscene.com.